we were discussing about the case study of the pharmaceutical industry on Lean Six Sigma, and we have seen that there are three major complaints are there. Three major complaints or three major defects, you can say. Those are disorder, upside down, and holding customs. So today we will be seeing that how they have implemented the DMAC procedure in order to apply Lean Six Sigma and in order to improve their process. So as we know that the first step of the DMAC process, it is define. Define is the first step. So in the define phase, the problem statement is given by the voice of customers. The problem statement is given by the voice of customers, and VOC is converted to critical to quality tree attributes, which are as follows. We have previously discussed in when we talked about quality house or house of quality. Then we discussed that voice of customer is very important, because whatever you manufacture or whatever service you provide, that is based upon the requirement of the customers. So VOC is very vital, and VOC is basically non-technical thing, because the customers, they are non-technical persons, but you need to convert it into two more specific parameters or more specific type of attributes. Okay, so those specific attributes are actually termed as critical to quality. So here they have found that there are four critical to quality tree, or four issues are there which are critical to quality. So what are those four issues? Those four issues are the first thing is that ensure that 100% of the samples arrive at the customer site in optimal condition, so they can be analyzed. It means no disorder in the final product, no bottles shipped upside down, etc. It means defects related to the supply chain arrangements. So here you can clearly, we have seen that during the supply chain process, lot of defects may occur. Okay, so what kind of defects? Like disorder in the final product, that means change in order, or in case of bottles, the upside may be at down. So these things must be removed. So defects related to the supply chain process, it should be eliminated. Okay, so this is one defect that exists. Okay, the second case is that current cycle time is 19 days. So the target is that reduce the cycle time of the sample shipment process by 20%. 90 days, they have seen that the 90 days cycle time is too long. So they need to reduce the cycle time of the sample shipment process by 20%. They have checked, they have seen that if they can reduce the 20% cycle time, then that will be beneficial for them. The third thing is that due to the length of the cycle time, when one or more of the shipped batches is part of an urgent order, urgent analysis is also required, which increases the cost of the analysis by 12.5% per batch. Okay, so you can see here that because of high long cycle time, so when one or more of the shipped batches is part of an urgent order, if it comes under the urgent order, then you need to perform some urgent analysis. So you need to eliminate this urgent analysis due to the holding time at customs. Okay, because we have previously told that at customs office a lot of times is spent. Okay, so we need to actually minimize this time that is spent in customs office to eliminate the requirement of urgent analysis. And sample shipments should represent no more than 50% of the total cost. Okay, you know that there are the total cost is there because you are delivering those items from the manufacturer to the qualified person. So the sample shipment should represent or should be within 15% limit of the total shipment cost. Okay, so these are some issues related to defects. Okay, we know that in the define phase, the defects are actually first the problem statement or the defects are stated. Okay, so that's why in this case 3 or 4 defects or the problem statements, they have been stated here. Okay, so after that we will have a look at the next phase, which is the measurement phase. Okay, after this we will take a look at the measurement phase. So this is the measurement phase. So present state was diagrammed in measurement phase. The present state was diagrammed by value stream mapping and cross functional diagram. Okay, so the current process is basically, it is a push type of system, and it was they diagrammed the current process with the help of value stream mapping, though they have not revealed their value stream mapping in the paper or in the journal article, but it is necessary that the value stream mapping, it should be diagrammed, and also the cross functional diagram. What is value stream mapping? We already know that in the value stream mapping, it is basically the process mapping. It is basically based on the process mapping, but in the process mapping we consider or we take into account that which particular steps are adding value to the system, but which particular activities are not adding values to the systems. Okay, so we want to eliminate the non-value adding activities. But in some cases you will find that non-value adding activities, but still those are required activities. And value is given by the quality divided by the cost. Okay, so this we have already stated. Okay, either if you can increase the cost, increase the quality of a product or the service, or if you reduce the cost of a product or service, or simultaneously if you can do both, then the value of the product or service will be increased. But now you are hearing a new term that is known as cross functional diagram, or CFD. So what is CFD? In CFD, functions are represented along different departments or sections vertically, and CFD discloses process deficiencies such as frequent downtimes and inequitable workload. Okay. And from VSM and CFD, people are asked to identify the causes, uh, brainstorming sessions in order to make Ishikawa's cause and effect diagram. So first, let us show you one CFD diagram that will be easier for you. This is a cross-functional diagram. So you can see here that quality design, technician, warehouse, foreign trade office, courier service, all the departments, they are represented vertically. And all the activities, they are also representing simultaneously. That first put bottles into a box, then deliver box to a technician, bring the box. So these are all these things are, these are the process. And also the when the process should be completed, the deadline is also given there: Tuesday before 2 o'clock, Tuesday before 2 to 2:30 o'clock. So these instructions are also given there. So they have provided the cross functional diagram after improving the process. But before improving the process, there is also a cross-functional diagram which they have considered, but the authors, they have not disclosed the cross-functional diagram in the research article. Okay, so but that exists, and the cross-functional diagram, it looks like this. Okay. So from VSM and CFD, the people who are involved into the process, they are asked to identify the causes. Okay. In order to make Ishikawa's cause and effect diagram, you know about the Ishikawa's cause and effect diagram, that in Ishikawa's cause and effect, Ishikawa's fishbone diagram, or in cause and effect diagram, uh, the defects are noticed, and what are the causes of defects that are represented in terms of man, machine, material. In this way, they are actually represented. Okay. So for this, brainstorming session can be arranged. Brainstorming session means, suppose some defects you are finding in your industry. Okay. So who are involved in that particular process, you can separately ask them. You will give them some paper, and you will separately ask them that we are facing these problems. So what are the causes of those problems? So they will not discuss with each other. Okay, they will just give their own answer anonymously. Okay, so that means uh, one's answer will not be influenced by some other's answer. Okay, so this is also known as, suppose, the Delphi technique. Okay, Delphi technique may be arranged in this kind of brainstorming session. Okay, so finally, the discussion might take place, and uh, after the brainstorming session, it is actually noticed that what kind of causes are there for those defects. Okay. So many issues they have identified in Ishikawa's fishbone diagram or cause and effect diagram. So they have identified many issues in Ishikawa's fishbone diagram or cause and effect diagram. So then, so after the measurement phase, so this is then there is analyze phase. Okay, and sometimes the measurement and analyze phase, they are considered simultaneously. For this, in this particular example, measurement and analyze case, they analyze stage, they have considered simultaneously, but I have broken down these two steps for, so that you can understand it very easily. Okay, so in the analyze phase, what we can see in the analyze phase, we can see that the failure mode and effect analysis, or FMEA tool, is applied to identify the critical causes behind the problem statement. Okay, so that means you have lot of, you have in when you are looking at your Ishikawa's fishbone diagram, you have already performed the brainstorming session. So as a result of that, from the brainstorming session, lot of causes can be identified, but all the causes may not be equally important. So after conducting the failure mode and effect analysis, the critical causes are actually identified, that out of lot of causes or among lot of causes, which particular causes are most important. Okay, so these are as follows. The upside down position of the bottles was attributed to wrong packaging. Okay, so why what does it mean? It means why the upside down position of the bottles actually occur. They occur because of the wrong packaging. So that's why it is said that the upside down position of the bottles, that means this particular effect was attributed to wrong packaging. That means this is because of the wrong packaging. Then the second is lack information about the origin and content of the bottles. Okay, you know that in customs office it is spending a lot of time. Why it is spending a lot of time? Because the officers of customs office or the employees of the customs office, they have no idea about what are the origin of the contents of the bottle. So they need to check everything. That what are the contents of the bottle, whether that is environment friendly or not. So that's why they are spending a lot of time. So better if you already provide the information, and if they verify that information, that would be better for them. And for that, in that case, you will spend less time. Okay, so that is one analyze. That is another critical cause that they are seeing. The third one is the corrugated boxes were not visible and the language used on the labels was in English instead of Spanish and German. So that is also another problem. Because of that, it takes a lot of time in customs office, because corrugated boxes were not visible and the languages used on the labels was only in English, but not in Spanish or German. So you know that in Mexico, the Spanish is the national language, and in Germany it is German. So there must be, you should also change the language, okay, so that the employees or the workers or the officers, they can understand it very easily. Okay, so now the next step is improvement, how they are actually improving the process. So the first thing is the quality design arranged packaging of small groups of bottles using a wrapping material instead of bags in order to prevent shifting of the product arrangement during transport. The challenge was to standardize the configuration of those small groups so as to avoid empty spaces using a corrugated divider and a top pad to assure easy manipulation when the samples were required by the customs. So what they are doing, instead of the bags, they are using some wrapping material, small groups of bottles which will be wrapped by some wrapping materials they are doing. And it has some challenges, but they are capable to handle those challenges because they are actually using some divider in the corrugated box, or some some pads also they are using to handle those challenges, so that the spaces can be utilized properly inside the corrugated box. Then the second thing that they are adopting, that a letter was addressed to the personnel of at the manufacturing site's customs area. This letter included relevant information about the product's composition, packaging materials. That means they themselves, they are providing the information about the products info, products composition and packaging material. So they just need to verify that. In customs area, it will be only verified. Okay, so it will take less time. Shipping label was written in English and German. So as I said earlier, that the shipping label was not only in English, so now they included also in German. Courier service allowed the pharmaceutical company to ship packages weighing up to 200 kg at a discounted rate, which had no significant impact on the distribution cost. Okay, so the courier service, they have also conducted with courier service, and because of the change in process, the courier service company, they are also allowing that some discount they are providing. Okay, for up to 200 kg weight, they are also providing some discount. So in this way, all the processes are actually improved. Okay, all these processes are actually improved. So this is the details, that hence a warehouse technician was required to put the corrugated box onto a pallet. As a result, elimination of inappropriate processing waste was accomplished when the responsibility for bringing the box to foreign trade office was transferred from the QD to a technician. The time the technician spent in unnecessary motion was avoided by creating a specific schedule and designating a place to pick up the box. Since the new process involves the pallet shipment, the activity related to weighing the boxes was eliminated from the foreign trade specialist's task load. Okay, so you can clearly understand that here in this case, the process is actually being improved. Okay, how the process is being improved? It is said that earlier they used to, the new process actually involves the pallet shipment. Okay, the earlier process was dealt with the box shipment process, and the responsible person was the quality design. Now they have changed the process in such a way so that the responsibility is assigned to the technician instead of the quality designing. Okay, and they are doing some pallet shipment rather than the box shipment process. Okay, and the time the technician spent in unnecessary motion was avoided by creating a specific schedule and designating a particular place to pick up those boxes, which will be placed on the pallet. Okay, so they are clearly improving the process, that we can see from the cross-functional diagram, that the quality design put bottles into a box. Okay, and they have also generated the certificate of analysis or different documentations. Those will be sent to the by email. Those those documents will be sent to the foreign trade area or customs office, and those bottles will be delivered to a technician. Okay, and those technician will put those things into a pallet. Okay, and that pallet will be weighted by the foreign trade office, and finally it will be actually sent to the courier service office, and courier service office will actually pick up those pallets. Okay, so in this way they are actually changing their process. Okay, earlier that it was the responsibility of the quality design to deliver it to the customs office, but now it has been assigned, a technician was assigned the task. Okay, so so as a result of these changes, okay, sample shipment times come down to 14 from 19 days, which represents a 26% reduction in the cycle time. So the cycle time has come down to 14 days from 19 days. That means 26% reduction in the cycle time you have achieved, and the distribution costs also reduced from the 30 to 17%. Okay, that means since you are reducing the cycle time, so the cost reduction is also being taken place. Okay, so now we will discuss about the control phase. Okay, so you have done a lot of things, but those things need to be controlled. Okay, so the improved process is maintained. Job profiles and procedures were updated. We have already seen that the procedures have been updated, but it is also very important that you must update the job profile. Okay, that means what are the roles and responsibilities of a quality designer, that is being changed, and the technician's responsibility, you can see that technician's responsibility is also getting changed. Okay, so the result is that the job profiles needs to be updated for all. The manufacturing sites customs application forms are now always attached to all shipments to avoid holding times. Okay, so you can understand that customs application form is now for all shipments, the customs application forms that is now attached with the shipment. So, and all the details are written on that particular form. Then the database was generated to track all shipments in real time. That file includes pictures of the boxes before they are shipped and after they have arrived in Europe. Okay, so they have all, you can understand that they have generated the database, and they are now having real time, they are tracking on real time basis. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, because if you can track it properly, then you can realize that where actually the problem is occurring, and whenever you will identify that some problem is occurring, you can take an initiative to correct the problem. Okay, and also whenever you are you are placing those boxes on the pallets, so the picture is being taken that what is the picture now, and after the shipping, then you are also checking, you are taking the picture, and those pictures will be sent to the manufacturer, and they will see that where the problem has occurred. Okay, if any problem occurs. So this phenomena is very, very important, because they will be able to understand that suppose the picture has been changed, so they will understand that where actually the problem is occurring, and not only where the problem is occurring, but when the problem is occurring, because this is also very important. Because from the diagram, or from the picture, you can easily identify that where the problem has been occurred, but you cannot identify that only from the picture that when it has occurred. Broadly speaking, you can identify from the process of the supply chain that during this particular supply chain, or during the flight shipment process, suppose some damages have been occurred. But when it has been occurred, that you can only capture when you will track that entire process on real time basis. This is a typical phenomena nowadays in the supply chain. However, there are more opportunities for improvements, like decreasing the bottleneck in the warehouse. Okay, so some more opportunities are there for improvements, but those have not been considered in this particular case. But if they can consider those particular cases, then obviously this they can reduce, they may be able to reduce the cycle time more, or they may be able to reduce the cost more. Okay, so this is the application of Lean Six Sigma. First, we have discussed the define phase, then we have discussed the measurement phase. In the define phase, we have defined what are the problems. In the measurement phase, we have considered the details of the causes of the what are the causes of the defects that we have discussed. In the analyze phases, we have discussed about the what are the root causes. Then we have improved our processes, and after improving, we have controlled our processes. So this is the entire thing of the Lean Six Sigma. Okay, but there are also some drawbacks, like suppose for example, they have not mentioned the level of sigma in the earlier case or in the later case. Usually either the level of sigma or the process capability index or the CPK value, that is all that is mentioned. Okay, because uh, unless you mention all those things, the clear cut idea may not be you may not get the clear cut idea. Suppose earlier the level of sigma was 2.5, but after that the level of sigma has become 4. Okay, so you can understand that it has been improved by 1.5, the level of sigma. Or even if the process capability index is improved, then also you can identify or you can understand that the process has been performed well. So in terms of numerical values, you can understand that. So, but that they have not provided, so that we cannot discuss. But this is the thing of this is the basic thing of Lean Six Sigma. Okay. So now I'm going to stop the recording.